This is Jackie, and this is my completed project for Amy's challenge. She's aottmers224 here on YouTube, so please check out her channel for the details of the challenge. And basically, she left it up to you as to what you wanted to alter, and so I chose to alter this canvas board. And you may recognize it as the canvas board that I've been working on for, it seems like, forever. And when I got home from the hospital today, I decided I was going to finish a project if it was the last thing I did, because there are so many challenges that I wanted to enter, and for obvious reasons have been unable to complete any projects, and so there really was no reason why I couldn't finish this one. I'd already started it and there wasn't a lot that I had left to do on it, so this is what I was able to finish. I feel like I accomplished something finally. It's been a while. And real quick, I wanted to thank everyone for your thoughts and your prayers and your well wishes for Jack. His surgery went really, really well. He was still groggy from the anesthesia when I left him. And, he was feeling a little sore, but other than that, everything went really well. He's doing really well. So thank you, everyone who's had us in your thoughts and your prayers. And so for this canvas board, I'm just going to tell you everything from the beginning because I don't remember where I left off the last time I showed this. So I'll just start from the beginning. And it's basically a canvas board that I had, and I added tissue paper that I had stamped on using some different stamps that I had. Some of them were the Tim Holtz and just various ones that I had. Then I sprayed it with different sprays. I had some Glimmer Mists and some Color Shine sprays from Heidi Swapp, and a gold toned one that I made using some metallic acrylic paint and water. And so I just sprayed the crap out of this thing. And I used some modeling paste with the stencil that I had from Walmart. And I don't know if you guys remember, but I couldn't stand it. I didn't like it. It was ugly. And then Jen reminded me about making texture paste with sand and acrylic paint, and so that's what I did. I went over the edges and just lightly over the entire thing, and then I went over it again with some gesso and just blended everything really well. And so it really did make a huge difference on what the canvas looked like, and so I liked it after that. So thanks, Jen, for reminding me about that. And the paper is Primrose, so it's just a little piece of Primrose paper, and it was just a scrap that I had. And then there's a piece of doily here and a piece of doily over here that you can't really see. And I really think that I overachieved on blending the doily and the paper into the background, because you can really hardly tell that that's a doily. So I think next time I'll have to be a little bit more light-handed with the blending. Or I don't know. What do you guys think? It just seems like I've blended it into the background maybe a little too well. I'm not sure. This is the first time I've altered a canvas, so I don't know if that's proper technique or not, but there you go. And so for the trim, I was super terrified. I don't know if you can tell. I whitewashed that with some white acrylic paint, and it just seemed so wrong to go at that beautiful trim with acrylic paint. But I do like the effect. I do like how it came out, so I think I did a good job. I'm not sure. It just seemed wrong to touch that poor trim. But anyway, I think it came out really good. And then over here, I do remember telling y'all that I was going to remove, and I'm sorry for being so shaky, guys. I removed the Recollections flowers that I had here, and I replaced them with some more of my handmade flowers. And then there's a white trico flower here in the back that you can barely see. And then this large pink one, and then these two white ones are also trico flowers. This is a Recollections flowers, some more of my handmade flowers, and then this is just a little white flower that I had in my stash. And then this is a spray that I had in my stash, and everything's been whitewashed with white acrylic paint. This little butterfly is one of the Heidi Swapp butterflies that I used some Color Shine spray on in the Primrose color. And I really like them. I didn't think I would, but I think it's really pretty. And especially going over it with the white acrylic paint, I really like that. And then that's one of the Prima mixed media doll stamps that I colored with my colored pencils, and I paper pieced the dress. I had stamped onto a paint chip that I'd gotten from Walmart, and I don't know, you can't really tell, but I went over it with some glossy accents just to make it stand out a little bit more. And then for her little sash, sorry, I also colored it with the colored pencils, and then I went over it with some stickles to match her little shoes. And her wings are from a butterfly that I bought at Michael's, and I just took the wings off of the little butterfly body and then glued them onto the back of the image. And I also whitewashed the wings, and then the little crown is some Tim Holtz grunge board that I embossed with some gold embossing powder, and then I just put some little rhinestones on the tips. And then in this corner I made a little banner that says Amy, and I used stickles on the letters, and then I whitewashed it, so I may have to go back over it with some stickles to make it shiny again, but I don't know, I may just leave it like that. I'll decide. Here's another one of those Heidi Swap butterflies, and then some Recollections bling. And over here it says, "You inspire me." Amy has such a happy personality, and so I really admire that about people. It reminds me a lot of Jack. He's one of the most positive people I've ever met in my life, and so I really admire that about people, because some of you may or may not know, Amy's having some challenges right now, and I just really like how she doesn't let that get her down, and she's just such a nice person. And so that's why I chose to put her name in my project, and then this little message to her about how much she inspires me, or that she inspires me. And so that's my first little altered canvas board. So again, I just want to tell everyone, thank you so much for your thoughts and your prayers and your well wishes for Jack and my whole family. And also thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. So I hope you like this project as well. Good night.